Good evening, everybody. It is 9 o'clock here in Denver, and we are doing one of our evening videos just to see who's out there. So if you're out there, let me know. Tonight we're talking about the dream team. All right, so two kind of angles now on the dream team. When you've been listening to me, you know you need a team. You need somebody who's going to help you get there. And we've said many times, you know, a good project has got multiple players in it to do the things that you don't do well. So the first thing that you need to do is to really take a look at who you are. All right. I am Rita Crompton. I am the president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring. And we have a team. All right. We can't do it all by ourselves. We have a team. And you have a team. All right. So the first thing that you take a look at is, what do you do well? Are you an engineer? Are you good at marketing? Be honest with yourself. And I think that's the hardest thing for some inventors is that, they, oh, I'll just do it all myself and I won't have to spend any money. You're wrong. I don't know what to tell you. You're wrong. And the sooner you realize this, the greater chance you have of being successful. Nobody can do it all alone. I'll get engineers who are very good at engineering and they just look at solving problems. Okay, so their expertise now is that they can do their own prototypes. I had a patent attorney who actually submitted a patent to me for review for licensing. And obviously he's a registered patent attorney, so he can write his own patent. In that case, I don't care if he did his own. So when you're looking then at what you do well, a lot of inventors I talked to one today, she's a marketing expert. She has done an excellent job teeing her product up to get the attention of the buying public. So look at yourself first. A lot of times, somebody will have your aha moment and you're a mechanic. You're doing something in the operating room. You're, a beautician and you come up with a new beauty product. You're a pet trainer. All right. That doesn't mean your idea is silly by any means. Some of the best ideas that we have seen come to market were done on the spur of the moment by that person who, that might be your only experience. But your aha moment was in your area of excellence. It's what you do every day. And so that is your area of expertise. Doesn't mean, though, that you can do the marketing, the design work, the manufacturing. Shoot, for me, I hire a bookkeeper. It's not that I can't count numbers. I don't want to. So that's the second phase. What can you do well and what do you want to do well? And if you don't, you can't, there's not enough hours in the day to do everything. So you take a look at what you can do well. All right. And be honest with yourself again. Right. And if you say, you know what, I did what I do well, I came up with the idea. And now it's time for everybody else to pitch in and help out. So part of what a dream team looks like is they take the risk with you. Right? You're not paying them up front. There's a difference between your dream team and your service providers. Your service providers, you do pay. So when you're looking at bringing in people who can help, it's not your best friend. All right. It's not your brother-in-law. It's probably not your neighbor. Right. You need to identify what are the things you need to make your dream team. AOS comes into the picture. Okay, so AOS is going to have access to the service providers that are going to have to be paid, but AOS becomes now part of your dream team. All right, you're not going to pay us. We're taking the risk with you. We are advising you. We are bringing in the other experts. And that's part of the magic of Archimedes Offspring. Right? We become now your dream team. We've got people we have worked with for years. When we are looking at doing the vetting and the industry experts, all right, we're taking the risk with you. We're pulling in people who are giving advice, giving feedback. And yes, there are service providers who will have to be paid. But Archimedes Offspring is carrying that bucket for you, not you. So when you're looking at taking the risk, when you're looking at what you're putting into it and what your family is putting into it, pay attention to the dream team. We've heard the word used before. It's nothing magical. It's taking the time and understanding the benefits. So when you're looking at what you do well, what you bring to the party, and what you need to fill in, not everybody is going to have access to a marketing expert. Not everybody is going to have access to a design engineer. So you're going to have service providers that you're going to pay. Be careful. Right? I cannot express this enough. Be careful. I had a gentleman a few years ago, and he was using a local company to make his product, and he was selling product. He had a great product. And then he got the interest, a company was interested in licensing. And now all of a sudden he gets an email from the company making the prototype that they will not release any of his prototypes, any of his drawings, unless he guarantees them 30% ownership in the company. And he goes, well, sure. Why would, he made a facetious remark to them that had a positive intonation in writing. And guess what? It held up in court. He didn't mean it that way, but now all of a sudden he had a team player that wanted to eat him alive. Service providers are service providers. You use a work for hire agreement. You lay out the terms. They're not part of your dream team. When someone says, oh, we become a team player, I hear attorneys say that all the time. Oh, we become part of the team. No, they don't. They send you a darn invoice. Anybody who's going to send you an invoice is a service provider. They are not part of the team. All right. I get accountants say, oh, we become part of your team. No, they still send you an invoice. The team doesn't send you an invoice. They take the risk with you. AOS does not send you an invoice, and we're taking the risk with you. So when you're looking for your dream team, look at AOS. We can help you. We can tee you up. We're taking the risk with you. And that is something that you just don't find every day. A bank, you want to go to a bank and take out a loan? They expect to get repaid whether you sell one or not. You want to go to a venture capitalist and get funding? Guess what? You get bumped out real fast, and they take over and make all the decisions. With AOS, you're still in charge. You still control the majority of the company. There you go. Not just the majority, but the majority. You control it. You keep control of the business. All right. We are there advising, taking the risk with you. We're your team. We're your A team. Take a look at Archimedes Offspring, the A team. Have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.